Welcome to the PowerPoint course. So the course is actually divided into 16 various sections. So in the first section is the introduction section. Here we're going to be introduced to the software. We're going to learn about the interface. We're going to look at the ribbon options, and then we're going to learn how we can personalize our version of MS Office. And then we're also going to learn how we can open hyperlinks, and there's going to be a quiz at the end of the section. And then we are going to learn about slides in the second section. So how we can add slides, how we can change slide sizes for banner, CV, and resume. We are also going to learn about slide themes and how we can edit and save themes, how we can move, select, and edit multiple slides, how we can copy slides from one PowerPoint file to another PowerPoint file. We're also going to learn about background formatting for slides and background gradient formatting, and then we're going to learn about slide sections, which can be very useful to you. And at the end of the section there's also a quiz. And then in the third section is the slideshow section. So in this section we are going to learn everything there is to learn about slideshows, and at the end of the section there is going to be a quiz to test your knowledge as well. Then the next section is on the text. So in this section we're going to learn how we can insert text, how we can edit text, how we can edit paragraph, and how we can convert our text to smart art for a better presentation. And then there's also going to be a quiz on this section as well. The next section is based on the shapes. So in this section we're going to learn how we can insert shapes, how we can change shapes, how we can put in pictures in our shapes and control the dimension of our shapes, how we can edit our shapes, how we can align our shapes, how we can arrange shapes. And then there's also going to be a practice lesson as well. And then we're going to learn how we can resize our shapes using keyboard. In the first part of this section we're going to learn how we can resize using our mouse, but then in the later part we're also going to see how we can resize our shapes with the help of our keyboard. And then we're going to see a few more shapes by meaning that there are a lot of shapes to cover, so it is not possible to show you every single shape one by one. So I have showed the shapes in a manner that when you practice yourself you're going to be able to cover them all by yourself. Alright, and then we're going to learn how we can merge shapes and how we can use the option of merging shapes to create something even more fantastic. Then we have the picture section. Here we're going to learn how you're going to insert pictures, how you can insert photo albums, how you can make photo albums, how you can edit pictures, how you can remove background of pictures. Yes, you can remove background of pictures using PowerPoint as well. You do not need any fancy software like Photoshop or something like that. Then now we're going to learn how you can turn your slides into pictures, and then we're going to do a project. That project is going to be based on the pictures optionality in PowerPoint. I have named the project as Project 0, and then there's also going to be a quiz in this section as well. And then in the next section we're going to learn about chart and diagram, how we can make organizational charts, how we can make organizational charts using smart art, and how we can control the color of the charts. And then we're also going to have a quiz on that section as well. And then after that we have the guide, ruler, and more section. In this section we're going to learn about guides, rulers, grid lines, how you can use ruler and text box for making tables. Then we're going to learn about margins, and we'll also learn about bullet point edits. Alright. Then in the next section we're going to be learning about the slide master. We're going to learn most of the things, if not all, about slide master. So I have divided the slide master lessons into 6 different lessons, and there's going to be a quiz to test your knowledge about how well you know the slide master. Okay, then in the animation section we're going to learn animation within PowerPoint, whether it be an animation for your presentation, whether it be an animation for an animation video, whether it be an animation just to practice animation or make GIFs. We're going to learn all there's to learn about animation in this section, and there's also going to be a quiz on that. And then in the next section we're going to learn about Excel and Word in PowerPoint, how you can work with Excel within PowerPoint, how you can work with Word within PowerPoint, how you can insert Excel data, how you can insert Excel chart in PowerPoint. And then we're also going to learn how you can animate charts. And yeah, that's about it for this section. There won't be any quiz on this section. And then we have the transition section. So the transition section has only one lesson, because in that one lesson I have covered the transitions, like transitions. Okay. Then we have the more sections. The fun thing about the more section is that the more section is going to be updated in the future as well. So whatever you are seeing right now, when you enroll, you may get to see even more lessons on the more section as well. Okay, so if you're enrolling early, you may not see newer things than the ones they're mentioned here. But if you enroll in 2022 or you're enrolling in 2023, then yeah, you may get to see even more options than I'm going to talk about in this particular introductory video. Alright, so the more section right now covers eyedropper tool, animation painter, format painter, notes, page number in 2 different methods, screen recording, and plus media inserts, markups, inserting tables, spell check, printing, and a quick access toolbar, and then a quick resume making trick. And then we have the project section. So whatever you have learned throughout the above sections, this project section is to make sure that you have learned those properly and you have practiced them properly. So if you can follow along and do the projects with ease without any trouble, that would mean that you have learned everything properly. Okay, so in the projects, we're going to do 5 different projects, excluding the project 0 we saw in the picture section. So we're going to have an animation video making project, an animated intro video making project, where I showed you how you can make an DX ball intro. Then we have a marketing thumbnail. That marketing thumbnail is a real marketing thumbnail. You can even check that out on my YouTube channel. And then we have the slideshow video, and that slideshow video is a real project as well, which I did for my YouTube channel as well. And then the 5th project is a resume making project. Okay, and then we have another section that is not the bonus section, that because I could not include the questions in the bonus section. So that section is a practice test section for the LinkedIn PowerPoint assessment test. So I'm not saying that if you do well in this practice test, you are going to get a good result in your LinkedIn PowerPoint assessment test. Well, you can do the practice test and fail in the LinkedIn PowerPoint assessment test as well, because it depends entirely up to you. This practice test does not say that it's a 100% guarantee to your LinkedIn assessment test. Okay, so this the purpose of the test is to help you practice for your LinkedIn PowerPoint assessment test. So in this test, I have put in the questions of the LinkedIn PowerPoint assessment test, the previous questions, and also with the answers. If you give this practice exam, then you will be able to learn a lot of things, and you will be able to prepare yourself better for the LinkedIn PowerPoint assessment test. I hope so. Okay, so and then we have the bonus section. So in the bonus section, I have included some bonus resources for you. So I hope these bonus resources are going to be helpful for you. Yeah, so that was all in this course. I hope you'll find this course helpful, and hopefully you'll enroll to this course as well. Thank you very much.